Hello, my name is Irv Kleinschmidt. I'm from Factory Motor Parts, and we're here to talk about the battery kiosk machine and how to use it. So topic number one, in the bottom right, you'll see the start button. That actually starts the machine. It goes to sleep in 40 seconds or so if it's not being used. The reason for that is so that way the batteries last. If it was used and left on, obviously the batteries would not last very long. And then on the bottom left is a back button, and if you look at all these black buttons, there's 5 black buttons on each side of the machine. They actually give you navigation selection from what's on the screen. So if the top left is car, the bottom left is ATV in this example, personal watercraft's on the top right, and if you look at down here like snowmobiles, the second one down on the right. So let's just see how the back button works. If you hit, let's just say car for example, you see how it picks the years for picking for a car. If you hit the back button now, it'll bring you back to the menu selection prior, and that works throughout the whole navigation system that way. So the back button will always bring you back one option. If you want to start totally over from scratch, you can hit the start button and then hit it again and it'll start over again. But the back button is probably a lot more efficient for what you're doing. So I'm going to go through a couple examples here so you guys get an idea. So if you look at this, you see the car, truck, van, lawn and garden, small engine, ATV. So we're going to pick ATV, which is the bottom option here. I'm going to pick basically a 2016 option. And then in here, see it's looking for make range. So any makes from A to B or H to I, J to K, it actually gives you the ranges. So I'm looking for a Polaris. So I'm going to basically pick O to Q. And then under here you'll see Polaris is the option that shows up. Now I hit the black button that's close to where it says Polaris. You see that? And now I get model options for this. And if you notice the bottom right, there's also more options. So you hit the black button on the bottom right, and then you actually can see more. I'm going to pick the Sportsman HO because that's what I'm looking for here. I'm going to do the 450 cc, and I'm going to hit all. And that's the battery. So this EBX14 AHBSV is the battery I'm looking for this ATV. So now I'll give you an example. Let's go back so you can kind of see how the back button works. So you can scroll back and see everything you do, and it will actually take you all the way back to the menu. So now I'm back to menu if you wanted to do that. So now I'm going to pick Skidoo, for example. So I'm going to be going under snowmobile here because I want to basically look at a snowmobile. And in here I'm going to pick a 2016 option. And what we did on Skidoo, because it's under Bombardier and also Skidoo, most actually cataloging goes under Bombardier, but we put it under Skidoo as well, so you can actually see it under Bombardier Skidoo. I'm going to hit the back button, and you can also see it under Skidoo. So that way it's easy for people to find. We basically, if you pick a Tundra here, a 550cc, click all, there's your battery that you need for that machine. Let's go basically back a second here and just take a look at a few things here. So if we go back, I'm just going to pick one more option to give you an example. So truck SUVs, if you click under here, and then I'm going to pick a 2012 for example, and I'm going to pick a Ram because that's what I'm looking for in this example. And then I'm pick a 2500, and I'm going to pick the V8 for example here, and say all, and there's the battery for that machine or for that vehicle. So that kind of gives you the rundown on how this works and how to use the navigation on the system, and hopefully it helps you, and talk to you later.